Hi, I'm Cesar Blanco, your Texas State Senator. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Children at Risk for hosting this wonderful summit, as well as the partners who made today possible. The state of Texas is very grateful for the work that you all do to improve the quality of life of children. You've heard from many leaders in STEM industry today, and I hope that you leave feeling inspired as you work together to improve access to STEM education for all students in our community. It's no secret that the pandemic left many students behind, undoing years of improvements in reading and math and creating major gaps in student learning that will impact students for many years. This loss is a major problem that could have a negative impact on the economy as well as students' lifetime income if it's not addressed. But because of the extraordinary work of educators and leaders that are working for our public schools, Texas students' standardized test scores in reading and math have moved closer to pre-pandemic levels after falling to levels not seen in a decade the year before. Our schools are so lucky to have people like you who are dedicated to supporting our children. But we all know that there's more work to be done. Myself and the rest of my colleagues in the Texas legislature are committed to combating learning loss and providing students with proper resources to prepare the next generation of STEM professionals. Just last session, we passed Senate Bill 1, increase in state's funding for public schools by $3.2 billion and providing $60 million for supplemental special education services. We also added $664 million for targeted programs to help students and schools that were affected by the pandemic. This is going to ensure that students are college ready, and it is a challenge that spans all levels of education. Last session, we found that a student college readiness standards are algebra related, but Texas stopped requiring Algebra II back in 2014. In response, my office introduced a bill to reinstate the completion of requirements of Algebra II because, require or not, Algebra II provides an avenue to college for many students who are unsure of their plans after high school. Moving forward, I think we have to work to make sure that we are creating STEM pathways that are accessible to all children. As Texas continues to push to build STEM literacy, multilingual students face systemic barriers in accessing high-quality instruction and entering the workforce. This stems from available resources, teacher efficacy, and language barriers in the classroom. Last session, I proudly co-authored Senate Bill 560 requiring the TEA, the Texas Workforce Commission, and the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board to improve bilingual education in Texas. There are over 1 million English learners in Texas, and Latinos make up more than half of the state's student population. In establishing a collaborative and coordinated strategy, Texas schools will be better equipped to ensure Spanish-speaking students overcome the COVID learning loss and receive the quality education they need for success in school and the future in the workforce. Regardless of language barriers or socioeconomic status, all Texas children should have the same access to resources necessary for a quality STEM education in order to shape tomorrow's workforce and really to change the world. Every person in this room is a major player in ensuring that this is not a wish list, but a reality. There are simply not enough words to thank each and every one of you for all the work that you do every day to make a difference in our students' education. Your hard work and your commitment is continuously improving the lives of students in our community and making sure that we're setting them up to be the best and the next generation of leaders in the STEM industry. I wish the educators in the room the absolute best in this next school year, and I look forward to working with Children at Risk and TEA leading up to the 88th legislative session in order to fight for equity in STEM programs, especially for underserved kids and bilingual English language learners. Thank you so much for having me.